So what is up guys, it is Jack from the Sanctum Squad. Yesterday my Beetrooper deck core came in the mail, pretty excited about it. I think this deck is an excellent rogue contender in the current format. I think this deck is like so good and just no one is talking about it. But I'm going to show you for, like a couple of test stands, or like say like 5 test stands. I just want to show you sort of like the combo strings and stuff like this deck does. Because I think this deck is like deceptively powerful, and it's got like quite a few unique tools that you can hit the meta with. So yeah, so we're just going to draw 5 cards. So we've got this guy's just an extender, the field spell, which is an extender, this thing which is an extender, this guy which is a starter, and then this guy which is also a starter. So this is a pretty good hand. So we're probably just going to start off by normal summoning the Sting the Poison. Funnily enough, the Beetrooper normal summon is probably like the worst normal summon in the deck. On his summon, you get to add any battle horse monster from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go and get the Pin the Bullseye. After that, what you can do is you can drop this Twin Bow guy from your hand. Once you've done this, you are locked into insects for the rest of the turn, and then you're just going to link these 2 away, and you're going to go and make Armor Horn. This guy basically says that you get to normal summon another insect this turn. So you're going to activate his effect, and you're going to normal summon the Skate Boogie, and then you're going to activate Skate Boogie's effect. That lets you just special summon another copy of Skate Boogie from the deck. Just because of the amount of extenders that we actually have in this hand, it means that we can be a little bit more creative with the board that we build. Like typically you'd usually make Pico Falena here, but because we still have like 3 extenders basically in our hand, we can do something a little bit spicier. So what we're going to do is we're going to overlay these 2 for the, I think it's a number 3 Cicada King. We're going to put him in attack actually. And then what you can do now is you can activate the effect of Pin the Bullseye to summon. And then you can activate the effect of Pin the Bullseye to inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Except for you're not going to do that because you're going to negate it with this guy. This guy then says that he turns himself to defense, and then he can revive any insect monster from the grave, so you can revive Sting the Poison. At this point now, you can, because this was summoned, you can drop this guy, so he summons himself, and then you can, actually no, let's backtrack 1 sec. We're not going to drop this guy, we're going to use this, and we're going to activate it, and we're going to go and revive this guy from the grave, and we're going to take 1,000 life points. We are just going to ignore hand traps for the, like in this test stand. So obviously, like I've just played straight into Nibiru. But this is just to show you sort of like the ceiling of the deck and like what you can do and stuff. And then at this point, you're just going to link these 2 away, and you're going to go into Pico Falena. Pico Falena now discards this card to target your Armor Horn, and it's going to go and equip an insect monster from your deck to it. So this is where you get Resonance Insect. This card is like nuts. It's sort of like Insect Ben 10 is the only thing that you can sort of like compare it to. And then you're going to activate Pico, and you're going to put 3 monsters back into your deck, and then you're just going to draw a card. There's not really like a right or wrong of which you want to put back. I usually try and leave the worst card in the grave, so I'm going to put these ones back and leave this guy. The reason why you do that is because most of the time your grave card is just going to end up getting banished anyway. So now you just get to draw a card of Pico. So we draw another pin. So now we're going to link these away. And we're going to go into Atlas. And then the effect of your Resonance Insect is going to trigger, and it's going to let you search for any level 5 or higher insect monster. And I think just because of how the hand's played out, we're just going to go for Contact Seed. And now what we can do is we can use the this guy in the grave to banish these 3, and then he just summons himself, and then the effect of your Resonance Insect is going to trigger, which lets you send any insect monster from your deck to the grave except for another copy of itself. So you're going to send Gokipole. Gokipole's now going to trigger, and it's going to let you search for Retaliating Seed. So if you're up to date with the meta, you'll realise that between these 2 cards you actually clap every single good deck in the game. But yeah, at this point now, I'm probably looking to tribute this Sting the Poison to go and with this guy to go and summon the Sting Lancer at the deck, and then his effect is going to trigger, and it's going to let you add the counter trap from your deck to your hand. At this point now, you can link these two away. I don't actually own this card. We'll put an image of it on the screen. It's just a Link 3 monster. It's got Deco Talker arrows on its Link Summon. You get a counter on it for each insect monster that was used for its link material. So you got 2 on it. And then as a quick effect, you can remove a counter to revive a level 4 or lower insect. But it's like only 1 effect per turn. So obviously if it gets countered, you can't use it this turn. And then you're going to look to pass now. So you're going to set your trap card, and then in your opponent's standby phase, you're going to use this to remove a counter. You're going to revive this guy, and he's going to go and search you like a follow-up essentially. So you're going to go and grab this dude. And now into your opponent's main phase. This is a negate as well as a reborn. This is a negate, this is a negate, and then you've got these 2 hand traps, which hopefully one of them will be pretty crippling to your opponent. But yeah, so that's just test hand number 1. So now we're just going to go into test hand number 2, so we're just going to shuffle up. So we drew Doom Dozer, drew Scale Bomber, we drew the Field Spell again, we drew Retaliating Sea, and we drew Infinite Impermanence. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start the turn by summoning the Retaliating Sea. What's really cool about this card is that it's like a hand trap, but that's not the reason you play it. So like it's essentially just like a good starter card. So because we're summoning insects, we can summon Scale Bomber, and then you get to link these away, and you're going to make your Armor Horn. Because this was sent to the grave, you get to search for an Earth Insect monster with 1500 attack or less. And then once you've added your Resonance Insect, you're going to go and activate Armor Horn to normal summon it. And now at this point, you've got 2 options. You can either drop Doom Dozer, or you can use the Beetrooper Field Spell to revive this guy. I think I want to keep the Beetrooper Field Spell in my hand at this point, because like this is really good. Like when you're finishing your combo, to put like an extra interruption on the board. So you're just going to link these away now, and you're going to go into Insecta Pico for Lena. And then you're going to go chanting 1 Pico, chanting 2 Resonance, just send the Impermanence. Obviously, like this is almost like a blank at this point, because I'm not even sure if I'm playing this card yet. And then this is just going to go and equip. Well, you're going to search first, so you're going to go and get Contact C. And then this is going to go and equip a Resonance Insect to your Armor Horn. At this point, you're going to link these away to go into the Link 4 monster. And then the Resonance Insect is going to trigger, and you're going to get to add a level 5 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hand. So you're typically just going to go for this guy. This guy is essentially like a graveyard interruption, like a DD Crow almost. And on his, but like he summons himself, and then on his summon he gets to search for a Beetrooper spell or trap. And then from here you want to activate the effects of your Armor Horn. You're going to banish 3 insects. So I'm probably going to banish the Double Resonance and Pico to revive itself. And then we're going to activate the 2 Resonance effects in the grave. And we're going to go and mill a Goki Pole, as well as a Sting the Poison. Goki Pole now triggers, which adds a level 4 insect monsters from your deck to your hand. So you're just going to go and search for Retaliating Sea. And then at this point, you can use the effect of your Link 4 dude to tribute its, you're going to tribute itself, which is a little bit weird. The only reason we're doing this is because we have the field spell. And then you're going to go into Sting Lancer. Sting Lancer is now going to trigger, which lets you go and grab the counter trap. And then it's pretty much the same board as last time, so you're going to link these away, and you're going to go into the Seraphic. This is going to gain 2 counters, and then you can activate your field spell. And then you can use the field spell to revive Atlas. You can now set your trap card, and then you're passing with essentially 3 hand traps. You've got this, and then this guy can, and then the Seraphim can revive this. And then this can go and search you another follow-up, and it's a negate on the field as well. So you search for this guy. So yeah, that's test hand number 2. So we're just going to go for test hand number 3. We haven't drew a brick hand yet, which is pretty good. like, I'm not going to say this deck can brick a lot, but like the maths are there for it to brick. Like you just play quite a few like high level monsters. So you got like a Kaiju, you got Contact C, you got the 3 Sting Lancers if you want to play 3. You got Doomdozer. But the way that I've sort of like built it at the minute is it's literally just like extenders and extenders and extenders. So hopefully the brick should be few and far between. So we've got a Sting Lancer, we've got Twinbow, we've got Arbalest, we've got another Twinbow, and then we've got Scalbomat. This sounds like fine, I think. So you're just gonna activate this effect to special summon itself, and then that triggers this guy. And then you're gonna use, let's think. Yeah, we're gonna use these two, I think, to go into Armorhorn. I think this is like a pretty good example of a test hand, because this is pretty lackluster and we're still gonna like go the full way anyway. So you're gonna use this effect to null summon this guy, and then he's gonna go and revive this. And then you're gonna go into Pico. Pico's effect is gonna trigger, you're just gonna discard this because you've already used it anyway. And you're gonna go and equip a Resonance Insect. At this point now, you can use the effect of Pico, so you're just gonna put back this one, and then probably 2 like these 2. So you're just gonna shuffle those back, and then draw 1. And then you're gonna link these away to make this guy. And then the effect of your Resonance Insect is gonna trigger, which lets you go and get a Contact C to your hand. Where is he? What the hell, where is he? When we can find it. Okay, so there it is. And then at this point you can use the effect of this guy to banish these. You can now use the effect of Resonance Insect to go and mill a Gokipole. Gokipole is going to trigger, which lets you go and add a Retaliating Seed. And then you can just use the effects of the big guy to tribute this guy to go and summon a Lancer. And the Lancer triggers, which goes and gets you the counter trip. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as before, except we don't have the Seraphim in the Sting, so we like 1 negate down. We do have a Kaiju, which is a pretty nice contingency card, I guess. It's quite cool in this deck as well with Kaiju and Contact C, because it means that you can put them into the appropriate monster zone, like underneath the extra monster zone, and you can actually Akashic Magician back to your hand, like them back to your hand, because you can quite easily get yourself like not locked into insects in this deck. So yeah, that's it for test number 3. I'm just gonna go for test hand number 4. I'm gonna try to be like a little bit quicker, because I think those sort of like lines are sort of apparent at this point now. So we've got a Skate Boogie and then 2 Twinbows. Not amazing, I don't think. I think we're actually gonna start on Gokipole. Maybe, potentially-ish. Let's have a think. No, I'm gonna start with this guy. I'm gonna null summon this guy and activate the effects. And then we're just going to go and summon another one from the deck. We're now just going to drop the Twinbow maybe? No, we're not. We're going to go into the Link 2 first. We'll activate the Link 2 guy to null summon Gokipole, and then we'll drop this guy. We'll link these into Pico. We'll go Gokipole chaining 1, Pico chaining 2, just send this, and then you're going to go and search for Retaliating C. Retaliating C. And then Pico is going to go and equip Resonance. Now you can use the effects of Pico. You can put back 1 of each monster. So you're going to shuffle these back and you're just going to draw a card. And then you're going to link these away into Atlas. You're then going to use the effects of the Resonance Insect to go and get you either a Contact C or a Lancer, just for the sake of searching the C card. So I'm just going to give this one. And then, just as before, we're going to use this guy to banish this one, and this one from the grave to summon itself. Your Resonance is going to trigger here, and you're just going to be able to mill whatever you want. I don't think we're going to be able to get to. I don't think we're going to be able to revive Sting at this point, so I think I actually want to just mill this card. Because this is like the worst extender, because you can only drop it when you control no monsters. It's sort of red layer in that regard. And you get to get it out of the deck. And then you can use Atlas to review this to go and summon the Sting Lancer. And then you can use the effect of Sting Lancer to go and search Scout Trap. And then like you got 4 interruptions in your hand there, and this goes like a hot to it. So yeah. So just the last one. So we've got Sting the Poison, we've got Resonant Insect, we've got the Beetrooper Field Spell, we've got Skull Bomber and Primitive. This hand's like pretty nuts. So we're going to drop Primitive, and then we're just going to normal summon this one properly. We're then going to link these away into this guy. We're going to activate the effect of Resonance just to go and get Contact C, I think. Do we need Contact C? Yeah, we'll get Contact C, YOLO. Just YOLO in it. And then we're going to use this to summon this guy, and then we'll use the effect of Sting to go and search for another extender. So we're probably going to go and get Pin the Bullseye. You can now drop Pin, and then we can link these away into the Pico. You're going to use Pico to send the Skull Bomber, and you're going to just do that. Yeah, that's right. So we're just going to go and equip a Resonance to the Armor Horn. You're then going to go Pico, target the this one, and I think we're putting Sting back because I want to keep the Skull Bomber in the graveyard, because I think I'm going to revive it off the field spell. And you just get to draw a card. So we drew the counter trap, which is pretty good, because then that means that we can be a little bit more free with our Atlas effect. So we're going to link away into Atlas. We're going to use the effect of Resonant Insect to go and search for Sting Lancer probably. And then we're going to use the effect of this dude in the grave. So we're going to banish Pico and 2 Resonances to summon itself, and then we're going to use both Resonance effects, and we're going to send Gokipole, and we're going to send Sting, and then we're going to use Gokipole's effect to trigger, and you're going to go and search for Retaliating Sea. At this point now, like I said, because we already have the field spell and we have the counter trap as well, we don't actually need to get Sting Lancer off the Atlas in this hand. So I think we're going to tribute this guy, and then we're going to go and summon Escape Boogie from the deck. Skate Boogie triggers, which lets you go and summon a second Skate Boogie. And now I think I want to just make Cicada King here. And then I think I want to use this field spell, and I'm going to use it just to revive Skull Bomber. And then I'll be looking to like pass my turn now. So we've got the counter trap, we've got 3 hand traps. This is like a negate. And then it also revives this, and then when this searches, and then like this is also a negate on the field as well. And then you've also got the this as well, which is like a Ghost Ogre essentially. So yeah, that's it for test hand number 5. Yeah, I really like this deck. I think it's very cool. I think like just this deck's getting more support as well, which I think is amazing. Considering that you can already do stuff like this with just like the one wave of support. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our affiliate link, TCG Access, for accessories like sleeves and stuff like whatnot. And they also sell Yu-Gi-Oh! Slingles as well at like really competitive prices. So thank you for watching.